Hello, welcome back to a fine video for Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Today we're going to be going for fossil Pokemon. This includes the Skull Fossil, that for Cornelius, and the Shieldon Fossil. This also can include Omastar, Kabuto, Claw, Lileep, and Cornedo. No, not Cornedos. Anorith. This really involves all the fossil Pokemon that can be obtained in this game. It's worth mentioning that to obtain the other generation's fossil Pokemon, you need to have beaten the game and obtained the national dex. If you have not, you'll only be obtaining the Shieldon and the Cornedos fossils. And it's also worth mentioning that some of the fossils are version exclusives. I know for sure that the Skull Fossil for Cornedos is exclusive to Diamond, and the Shieldon Fossil is exclusive to Pearl. I believe that also the Lileep and Anoriths and Almostar and Kabuto are going to be exclusive to either games. So, you want to start in Turn City. This is the earliest you can get the Explorer's Kit. You want to go into the house right beside me, talk to the individual that way. He will give you the Explorer's Kit. And all you gotta do is just activate it. It brings you down here, and this used to be a minigame used in this game where you could encounter people, and you find lots of rare items down here actually, which is really good at early points in the game for collecting money or for collecting really anything beneficial to your own team. So once you're down here, you can see at the top half we have this map here. We're just going to activate this screen right here where you can see us down here. So what happens down here is you can see you can click on the bottom touchscreen, and it does this signal sonar ding thing, which searches walls for treasure spots, and you just got to run around a bit before the top screen activates and starts working. And it takes a few. You want to click around a bit, even if it doesn't activate anything. Okay, so you can see it activated. There's a bit of gold spots there. So we're just going to head over there. Sometimes it takes a little bit. You know, if it's super far away, then it's not worth going to. You just want to keep running around and resetting it until you eventually get one nearer to you. We're just going to head over here. And it's worth mentioning that I have already attempted this for about 10 minutes and found 2 fossils. So they are rather rare, which means if you're coming down here and you're grinding specifically for fossils, it's worth coming down here with other intentions as well. So you want to click down here on the bottom screen. You can see one of those gold spots appears right in front of our nose. Now you want to click it. It's saying that there's an item here. So what we're going to do, we're just going to enlarge this screen now that the top screen is useless. Now you have 2 pieces of tools here. You have a bottom one, which you can see it just cuts out one piece, and you have a big one which cuts out a plus sign. Now to look for fossils, you can see that there are these pieces here, these metal pieces. You want to avoid those. Those waste your little bar here, which is the amount of time you have left, and you just want to click around. It tells you how many items there are on your little map here before you go in, which is good to know, because if it says there's 2 and you find both of them, you can just waste the rest of this little area here, and you can move on to the next one. It's much faster than digging out all these little gems. They're very useless. They don't, unless you're collecting them for your house, for your underground base, they're kind of useless. So we just want to keep going, kill off this vein, and we go on to the next one. Okay guys, so we got a new item here. This isn't the fossil yet, but what we have here is you can see kind of, it looks like a shard here, but it's not any of the colors a shard would come in. What these are, they are plates. They are kind of a gimmick for Arceus, which lets it change its type, which isn't really available in this game, unfortunately. But you can collect them, and they do raise the power, or the attack. They raise the damage done by the moves associated to that plate. So I think this is a steel plate, so it's going to raise the power of steel attacks, which is very convenient for early game if you have a few Pokemon with steel attacks. You want to, Iron Tail for example, if you want to level those up, or not level them up, but give a little bit of a bonus to it before you get any Mystic Waters or any items that are really associated to that. So gotta keep going, we're close. Okay guys, we found another fossil here. I hope it is, nope, it's the Helix Fossil, the almighty Helix Fossil. Oh, gotta be careful. There we go, and there we go. Like I said, it's obviously going to be much easier to do this if you have not completed the game yet, which most people will for Cornedos. Because, as you see, that's the second fossil I've found, and neither of them have been the Skull Fossil, unfortunately. But we're on rate. There's only one left for us to obtain other than the old amber. And let's one last try. If we don't get it, you know, we don't get it. But the point will be that you can obtain fossil Pokemon this way. Okay, well, I know I mentioned that I'm going to find another fossil down here, but I'm just going to finish off the video here. I've spent 10 minutes searching, and, you know, I found two, which if you haven't beaten the game yet, you would have found the Claw or the Shieldon fossil. But I'm just going to show you how to bring the stuff up that you found. So you want to go into treasures, and here you can see we have a bunch of our treasures that we found. I found a lot of stuff while looking. A lot of good items, icy rocks, sunstones, heartstones? Yeah, heartstones. And here you can see we have the Helix Fossil, and the Claw Fossil is up here. So all you need to do is click on the item, so Claw Fossil, put in bag, and it puts the item in the bag, right? So we're going to put the Helix Fossil in the bag. Okay, perfect. We got our two fossils. The rest of the items you can also do at your own time. So we're going to go up. We gotta go up. None of the items you have are lost, by the way. They are kept in the bag down there. Alright, now that we're in Orber City, you want to make sure you have a free party slot like I mentioned, and we're just going to head north into the Orber Museum up here with the fossil Pokemon in our bag. And once the fossil Pokemon is in our bag, we talk to this individual here. We will drop off the fossil with him, and he will proceed to turn it into a Pokemon. We just want to go outside here for a second, and then back inside. And once we go back inside, we talk to him, and he will tell us that the fossil has been transformed. And there we go, we got an Anorith, and this can be done to any of them. So this is the method of obtaining fossil Pokemon in this game. Obviously, if you do this earlier game before you get the National Dex, you will obtain more Cranidoses and Shieldons. Anyway, thank you for watching. We should tune in for our post next. See ya.